invite you guys to this. I know somebody invite you guys to this particular call because they said we're going to talk about money, and they are 100% correct. But more importantly, we also going to talk about creating wealth, right? And making money and creating wealth are not the exact same thing. So a lot of this information you're about to hear is information not taught through the traditional education system. So I do need you to grab a pen, grab a pad, take down a whole lot of notes because you're about to get a lot of information in a very, very short period of time. And regardless of where you are in your financial journey, see, you may be an individual just getting started or maybe even restarting and trying to create more financial stability, or you might be a person trying to take your income to the next level, or even if you're looking for that retirement income to leave a legacy for your kids and your kids' kids. Part of this conversation will help accelerate that process. So I do need you to listen to the very end of the conversation. Be sure you get out of this what you showed up for. All right. And as you guys do that, I do a quick introduction of myself because I only think it's fair anytime you're hearing about business or talking about money that you should know a little bit about the person sharing information with you. So my name is Chuck Hardon, born and raised right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I love to tell people that my story really is not that much different than anybody else's story out there. I'm sure we're all taught the exact same thing on what it takes to be successful here in America. I was told to go to school, get good grades so I can go to college. You go to college, get more good grades, so you can go out there and get that good job. And if you work that good job really, really hard, show up early and stay late, you go wealthy and successful. You know, that's what they told me, and that's actually what I did. And even after I graduated from Clark Atlanta University with a degree in business, I still found myself at a point where I was living check to check and even sometimes living check behind the check. So don't know if you guys can relate to that, but that was very frustrating because I'd done everything I was told to do. So I was just at a point where I was open and I was looking for some better information. And not only was I blessed to get this information, but more importantly, I got around the right people. People that can really show me and teach me how to create the level of financial success I wanted for me and my family. So we are about to have that exact same conversation. All right. But I do need y'all to do me a favor as we go through this conversation. First, please don't judge me. Okay. Don't judge the way I dress, even the country way I talk. I'm from Georgia. You see, we got a southern twang down here in Georgia. But more importantly, judge the information and ask yourself three questions. One, does this make sense? Does this conversation make sense in the type of economy that we live in right now? Two, do we have a viable solution that anybody can use? And three, can you do it? Because if you can answer yes to all three of those, not only are we going to make a lot of money together, we're going to help a whole lot of people have a whole lot of fun in the process. So if that sounds like a win-win situation for you, give me a thumbs up. That sounds like a win-win. There you go. There you go. There you go. And this is the thing, you guys, because I'm going to share my screen so I can kind of help better articulate, put some pictures behind this conversation. Because the one thing that I was blessed to do was I was introduced not only to a company, but more importantly to a concept. All right. The company is called MWR. That stands for Make Wealth Real. Hold on, let me go back to okay. It stands for MWR. That stands for Make Wealth Real. Okay. And what I'm saying it's a concept because it didn't say make wealth real for certain individuals. It didn't say make wealth real for people with the right background, people with the right degree, people that come from the right side of town. No, it just said make wealth real. And when they were talking about wealth, money, and finances, they were talking about the lifestyle and the legacy that we get to live. Okay. So the one thing I do want you to be confident in this conversation is there is a 100% money back guarantee in this conversation, right? MWR is different than anything you've seen. And this is what I can understand, you guys, because I can tell we've all seen or been involved in some things in life before that probably didn't pan out the way that we thought. I'm sure we've all seen some great opportunities. I'm sure we've all had woulda, shoulda, coulda moments. Wish I would have did this. Wish I could have got involved in that, and we missed it. All right. I'm gonna let you know that that is not this. This is something you can be open-minded about because think about this. If it's a 100% money back guarantee, the worst thing that can happen is you get your money back. That's the worst thing that can happen. So go ahead and bring your guard down and understand that we're in position to learn and get some great information. All right. Now, why is MWR so confident they will give a money back guarantee? Is because they have a membership that's available to everyone. And once you establish your membership, you now get unlimited access to certified financial planners. You get unlimited access to CPAs and individuals certified with the IRS to help you through this entire process. All right. So not only am I going to give you the information that you need to hear, I'm going to give you a system to implement everything that we talk about. And you're going to have some experts to help you along the way. As a matter of fact, initially, the experts do all the work. All you do is provide them with information because our system is designed to help you and your financial footprint. And what most people do is they try to separate those things out. You would hear someone say, well, I make pretty good money, but I do need to work on my credit. I made some mistakes in the past. But if you think about that, if you need to work on your credit, you probably also need to work on your debt. If you need to work on your debt, you might need a little help with your cash flow. If you need help with your cash flow, you might need some assistance with your income. It all ties together. So the reason it is so effective is because they take a holistic approach of attacking everything at the exact same time. Now, let me show you exactly what you do with this membership and why I say the experts do the work. Because if you think about the money that you make right now, our initial objective is to shift that money back into your pocket. Because think about where our income goes. Government with taxes gets at least 30 to 40% off the rip. That's why when you see your paycheck, you see the gross amount, then you see the net amount. Then you get grossed out by the next. They took so much of your money, right? So what we're going to do is not teach you tax evasion. We're going to teach you tax efficiency. Banks take a lot of your money because they hit you with the interest. And then here comes big business hitting us with inflation. It's hard to keep up, right? And I tell people it's hard to get ahead if you can barely keep up. So the first thing we're going to do is help eliminate some of your debt. And let me just ask the question. I don't want to assume. Who on the line got a little debt in your life right now that you love to get rid of? Give them the thumbs up. You got some debt in your life you love to get rid of. Okay. How about this? Who got some debt in your life you mad you ever got into? We all got them stories, right? So our debt elimination strategy is not just going to help you get rid of credit card debt. We're talking about all your debt. So credit cards, car notes, mortgages, student loans, medical bills, load everything into this part of your membership, and they'll show you how to pay it off and pay it off in a reduced time frame. All right. We also want to help minimize your taxes. Again, that's the largest expense that we all pay. And think about all the different taxes that we pay. We pay federal tax, state tax, local tax, city tax, county tax, property tax, sales tax, Avalon tax, estate tax, luxury tax. You even get taxed when you die, right? So we're not going to teach you tax evasion. We're going to teach you tax efficiency. So putting yourself in position where you just pay what you owe and not a dime more. Now, we're also going to help in the fact of minimizing your bills. And these are the bills you cannot pay off. For example, your cell phone bill, your internet bill, your trash bill. Load these bills into the membership and professional negotiators will help negotiate these bills on your behalf. And we have our credit restoration team. And note I did say credit restoration, not credit repair. Because credit restoration is like, credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration, where we rebuild and enhance your credit. So not only it goes up, but it stays up. And our experts work with you from wherever you are. So if you feel like you got bad credit, it can be good. Good credit can be great. And even great credit can be pristine. And there is a difference, right? Because I thought I had great credit. Right? My credit's around 750, 760 all the time. But since it came with the membership, all I had to do was upload my 3 credit reports. Then I walked away. But then after about 2.5 months, I got that first notification. My credit had gone up to 805. Yeah. Then up again to 811. Then it went to 817. And look, they got me all the way up to 823. Y'all see this? 823. Yeah. Let me let you know. People treat you way different when your credit score 823. I promise you they do. I quickly go from Chuck to Mr. Hardon right after they check that credit. I know exactly what happened. And just so you don't think it's only one or two people having success, I know we got a few members on the line that have used our membership. Does anyone want to share just what the membership has been able to do for them since they've been working with us?
I got you, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Angela. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll share mine, Mr. Hart. Thank you for having me on to give my testimony. And also, um, I just want to say you're doing a fantastic job, presenting this information that I think is just outstanding. So let me just tell you why. So when I first got started, if those who don't know me, my name is Angela Johnson, and I've been in the banking and finance industry for 30 plus years. And I was glad to hear this information because I had never heard it before, even working in the financial industry. So that was interesting in itself. But I did need some help because I had a little bit, just very little amount of money left at the end of the month, after paying all of my bills. So I immediately got started with the experts because they could address every area of my finances and they met me where I was. So I immediately uploaded my pay stubs and the experts went to work on my behalf and they were able to give me $587 back in my paycheck per month. So that's about a $7,200 increase in my annual salary, which I never thought I could get just by doing this program. And the experts did all the work. And so I was excited get that $600, but I didn't ball all out. I continued with the program and worked with the experts on the debt elimination tool. And they were able to put together a plan for me to systematically pay down all my debt, Chuck, including a 15-year mortgage in record time. So I had a 19-year debt sentence. They were able to reduce that down to 6 years. Now I had a 19 year. Now let me just tell you what that brought back in the household really quick. That brought back in $2,200 that I was cash flowing in after paying off $33,000 in debt in 18 months.
Come on now.
I'm so excited to have that money, Chuck, because it did position me to start preparing for my future better than I had already been doing because what I was doing before wasn't working. And since that wasn't working, I had to look at this and this made sense. And so I'm excited about that. I was also able to get a credit score increase of 66 points. So that made my expenses even further. And then on top of that, I was able to create an additional stream of income of up to 4 figures just by having this membership. So I'm excited about being a part of the program. And I would encourage anyone to let the experts go and work on your behalf because they did what I couldn't figure out how to do. They're the expert.
There you go. They're the experts, man. Thank you for sharing your testimony. I love it. I love it. And again, just so you guys don't think it's only a few people having success in what we do, I'm going to share my Facebook page with you guys real quick. This is my Facebook page. So if we are not friends on Facebook, let's get connected. I love networking with good people, But if you have access to Facebook, the search function up to the top left, I want you to type in MWR Financial Testimonials, okay? And when you do that, you're going to see hundreds of thousands of people giving their testimony on how they're investing in precious metals, how they were able to get there, be in position to pay off cars, be in position to become their very own bank, be in position to now be able to pay off rental properties and pay off homes, you guys. Understand, the thing I love about all of this too, is if you put your cursor here and connect with a person, you can see that these are real people, okay? So these are real people having real results, right? So whoever invites you to the call is not trying to get you into anything. They really want to show you a viable way to get out of whatever financial hardship you might be going through right now. And it's a systematic way of doing it, right? And just like Ms. Johnson said, she got about $2,200 back of cash flow after just using this part of our membership. The average member gets about $2,000 a month back into their household. Now, I'm not sure what that would do for you and your family, but extra $2,000 a month coming back from work that you're already doing, right? From pay you're already doing, just giving away to the big entities, now gets to come back to you. Now, of course, someone always says, well, if I'm getting back $2,000 a month, how much does it cost me? let me let the elephant off the Zoom. Your membership is only $149 a month. I really do need y'all to write that number down. Write down 149 equals membership. And the great thing with that membership, there's no contracts, there's no long-term obligation. You use the membership as long as it is serving you. So what we have done is just taken a business conversation almost to a common sense conversation. Because let me ask you, does it make sense to invest $149 a month to get back $2,000 a month? If that math is mathing for you like it's mathing for me, please give me a thumbs up if that's making sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right? Now, this is the thing. Of course, someone is saying, well, what if I don't get back $2,000 a month? That's legitimate because that's the average. Let's say they get it 50% right and 50% wrong. So instead of getting $2,000 a month back, you get back $1,000 a month on a 149 investment. Simple question. Are you winning? How about this? Let's be ridiculous. Let's say they get it 75% wrong and only 25% right. And instead of getting back $2,000 a month, you get back $500 a month on a $149 a month investment. Are you winning?
Yep.
See, what I want you to understand is this is not the end game to $2,000 a month. What this part of our membership is doing is help increasing your cash flow without taking away from your current lifestyle. So now you have some wiggle room. Who's ever been in a position where you're just trying to get your head above water and breathe every month and not be checked behind the check? Has anybody ever lived like that? Sometimes you just need a little breathing room, right? But now what we do is we use that money to create your wealth. Because what you do is put that money to work. Let me let you know, we heard this growing up. You shouldn't work for money, but you should have money working for you. But no one ever taught us how to do it. They said it, but they didn't teach us how to do it. Well, along with your membership, you now have access to experts that are certified financial planners. And they have exclusive investments that's only available through MWR. Things that can help you have self-banking or be your very own bank. A financial vehicle you can invest into every single month. If you ever need to, you can borrow from yourself. So if you want to buy a car, you don't got to go to the bank to get a loan. You borrow the money from yourself. Negotiate your own rates for paying it back, and the money's still growing like it never left the account. It's called arbitrage. Banks do it every single day. You also have a private reserve account, which helps set you up for retirement. You can participate in the land banking, which is purchasing land in the path of growth. And we've just introduced our precious metals, where they will not only educate you on the importance of buying silver and gold, they also have an opportunity where we can put our precious metals in the only Black depository in the country, where your money, their gold will still appreciate in value, but you get cash dividends paid to you every single month as your investment grows. You guys understand, this is game changer right here. And when you have assets, you also need a trust to protect them. Right? I know you guys heard of the Bill Gates Trust Fund or the Oprah Winfrey Trust Fund, even the LeBron James Trust Fund. Let me let you know, they don't have a trust fund because they have money. They have a trust fund because they have the right information. Everyone needs a trust fund. Most people don't know how to set it up in the correct jurisdiction and have it structured properly. Well, with your membership, you have access to experts that will set you up a complex trust fund just for you and your family. So not only are you protecting your assets are getting spread the way that you choose to when you're no longer here. And all of that still comes in the exact same 149 membership. Oh, don't miss this one, right? Again, no contract, no long-term obligation, and it covers you and your spouse. All right. So the 149 membership is the thing that's going to make you wealthy. I'm going to let you know. Experts showing you how to put your money to work. But who on the line can agree that sometimes you just need to make a little more money? Who on the line would love to make more money than what they got coming in right now? Who like to get something on top of that? Give them the thumbs up. And guess what? Who knows someone that can benefit from something we just talked about? Who knows someone that needs an instant pay raise or would love to get their credit worked on? Is it okay if MWR pays you to tell them about it because they will. Now, you can still tell them they don't have to get paid, but if you want to tell someone and create an additional stream of income, let me show you how it works. Because MWR invited us to partner with them in business, where you can have your own MWR franchise, all right? Where you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And let me tell you what I mean. Because the experts still do the work. You're not the credit repair specialist, they are. You're not the debt elimination specialist, they are. All we do is introduce it to them. So to partner with MWR in this fashion is only an investment of $249. I need y'all to write that number down. $249 one time. And what that number is comprised of is a $100 setup fee one time to set up your website. Because if you're not online, you're not in business. Your capture pages, your marketing material, everything you need to have a turnkey operation. And the other $149 is for the membership that we were going to pay for anyway. Right? So you now have started a home-based business with $249. The cost of a nice pair of shoes gets you in business. And because you paid the $249, your $149 is now 100% tax deductible. Because you are starting a business and you need the membership to run your business. So basically, you get to write off somebody fixing your credit. Come on now. You get to write off somebody to help you become debt free. Oh, you guys don't miss this one. I know you've seen a lot of good things, but you haven't seen this. Because not only are we going to show you how to write off your membership, we're also going to show you how to write off your lifestyle. Because it's a home-based business, that means a portion of your home is tax deductible. A portion of your rent or mortgage, a portion of your light bill, water bill, gas bill, miles you drive in your car, even money you pay your kids can be tax deductible. The only thing the government requires is that you do it the right way. And we're going to show you how to do that within our private group. But you also have to track it. And you get an app you download to your cell phone to track all those expenses for you. So to keep this concept really simple, as a consumer, you have bills. As a business owner, you have expenses. Expenses are tax deductible. Bills are not. So we try to take those same bills, transition to expenses. Now you get to write off your lifestyle. Because guess what? You're going to pay those bills anyway. Right? I call that anyway money because you're going to pay those bills anyway. And even though that's a great benefit to being a member with MWR, that's not the reason why we start. No, we start this to create additional income. Now, we get paid about 8 different ways in our comp plan. I'm going to explain to you a few. Right? The one I love the most is our daily guarantee. 1, because it's daily. And 2, because it's a guarantee. I mean, the company will guarantee you'll make a certain amount of money based on the size of your organization. Now, daily guarantee starts at $5 a day, as you can see, but it grows all the way up to $15,000 per day. Oh, come on now. Per day? You also get weekly bonuses. In addition to that, $300 a week as your organization grows. And once you earn 3-star executive director, you now get paid every time someone enters your organization, whether you know them or not. And the beautiful thing about all these numbers on the page is not one or the other. You get them all. You get them all for doing the exact same thing. So the question becomes, well, Mr. Hardon, what is it that I do? What's my role if I start to partner with MWR? What is my role? It's really simple. All we do is expose people to this information. That's all we do. And note I said expose, not explain. It's 2 different things. See, because you can expose people several ways. We got videos already online. We do conference calls. As a matter of fact, this webinar you're on right now is part of our success system. Because when it comes to exposing people to the information, guess what? You don't even got to be the one giving the information. As a matter of fact, look at the person that invited you to the webinar. If it wasn't me, what is that individual doing? Let me tell you what they're doing. Nothing. Can you do that? Can you invite someone to a webinar and allow someone else to explain the business for you? Because if you can't, it can go into a large business. Because think about this. There's no limit to who you invite to the webinar. You might know people in California, New York, and Florida. They'll get on the same webinar, hear the same information. You now get to make money in all those states without leaving your house. How about this? Who thinks like me? Who would love to make money in every state in the United States without leaving your living room? Give me a thumbs up if you want to make money like that. Yeah, that's exactly what we have the opportunity to do because we're not limited, right? And you think about the residual side of our income, $5 a day, $20 a day won't retire anybody watching this webinar. But $20 multiplied by 30 days, that's an additional $600 a month. Let me ask you a quick question. Would it help on top of what you get from your job right now if you had $600 coming in, whether you get up out the bed or not? If that would help, give me a thumbs up. Could that pay your car note? Let me see. Give me a thumbs up, right? How about this? Let's say we get to $100 a day. That's $3,000 per month of additional income. Could $3,000 a month pretty much cover your mortgage? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see. See where y'all living at, right? Imagine this. Let's say it takes you a year working this business part-time to get to that point. A year. And $3,000 a month still won't retire you from your job. But wouldn't it be great to be driving to work knowing your mortgage already paid? How much good is life right there? And there's no limit to how big you can build it, right? Now, this is the thing I love about MWR because for the first 4 years, this is all they did was help individuals. Now they ventured into helping small businesses. Does anyone on the line know somebody that has a small business? Do you know someone with a lawn care, a nail salon, a beauty salon, a catering business, a real estate company, a construction company, a contractor? Anybody know people like that? Give me a thumbs up if you do. Let me show you how MWR are now helping them. Because the biggest challenge that most small businesses has is not they don't have good ideas, good concepts, or good work ethic. The biggest challenge is they don't have funding to help their business grow. So now MWR is helping small businesses with business funding. And our role is the exact same as it's always been, is to introduce them to the concept, not explain how it works. So how you help them is you identify small businesses, you help them set a consultation where MWR will reach out to them on your behalf. They're going to explain the entire process of how it works, which will guarantee them funding. And if they do choose to participate, you get paid for making the introduction. And I mean, you pay little money. You get $400 per business referral. So imagine if you just introduce one business a month. Who can use the extra $400 coming in next month for making a connection with people? Give them a thumbs up. How about this? What if you did one business a week? Yeah. Understand, all we do is make the connection. MWR does it, takes it from there, and you get paid. So what you have to decide is how you want to participate in this movement. Just so we are clear, there are two ways to work with us. Either you want some of the money or you want all of the money. If you want some of the money, that means you just want to use the membership, right? You don't want to try to talk to anybody. You don't want to try to help anyone else, get their finances straight. You just need to take care of you right now. Not a problem. Congratulations. It's only $149 a month. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. It covers you and your spouse. No contract, no long-term obligation. You use this membership as long as it's serving you. Okay, so get back with the person that put you on the line. Let them know that you want to put this membership to work and getting them working on your credit today, because that's exactly how fast it'll take. Now, if you're a number one kind of individual, you kind of like myself, like Miss Johnson, some of the other people that might invite you to the call. Not only will you take advantage of the membership, we're going to also take advantage of that compensation plan. And whether you want to make an extra $20 a day or extra $1,000 a day, we have a game plan we can put you on because we have people earning that right now. So get back with the person that introduced you to the call. Let them know that you want to take advantage of everything. They will facilitate a three-way conversation with you, me, and them to be sure we get you on a good game plan. Because even though you're in business for yourself, again, you're not in business by yourself. We want to show you how we build this business on a part-time basis that can build you a full-time income. So get back with a person, put you online, let them know I'm also going to give you an invitation to our training because we teach you training how to do this. You're not going out there bell hunting with a switch, right? We're going to show you step for step and word for word what you need to say and the steps you need to take to make this work for you. So get back with a person, put you on the line, let them know you're number one, and you want to set up this three-way call so we can work together. And plan on being on our training call tomorrow at 7 p.m. That way you can see how we do what we do. My name is Chuck Hardon. I'm Bertie Richards, bouncing baby boy, and it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. We're gonna see you guys on the beaches of the world to see you at the bank, whichever one come first. Talk to y'all soon. Peace, y'all. Have a great.
Awesome.
Good job.
Awesome. Bam. Let me stop this.